Hello and a warm welcome to Federal special program Capital Beat. Now, JDU MP Ramprit Mandal from Bihar's Jhanjharpur today asked the finance minister that if central government has any plans of providing a special category status to Bihar. In a written reply, uh, MOS for Finance, Pankaj Chaudhary, has said that a case for special category status for Bihar is not made out, and the basis for that is the rules set by the National Development Council in 2012. Now, this, of course, looks like a setback to Nitish Kumar. What will he say? Because if you remember the June 29th National Executive meeting of JDU, where they said that they will continue to press upon the demand for a special finance package and also the special category status, no matter what. But that, of course, they said will not be a precondition for the alliance to continue. So, what will JDU do from here on now that the government has set it on record that Bihar doesn't seem to be a fit case for providing a special category status? Joining me now is Ashok Mishra, a senior journalist and a political commentator from Bihar. Thank you so much. We have Javed Ansari, senior journalist and political commentator. Thank you so much, Javed ji. And Jen Jigyasu, who's the RJD spokesperson, who joins us. Thank you so much, Jen. And I'll begin with Ashok Mishra. Ashok, how would you really see the statement coming from MOS Finance Pankaj Chaudhary, who stated on record, giving in a written reply saying that Bihar doesn't fit into the category of a special status state? Now, how would you really look at it, and how will the politics from here change on, as far as JDU is concerned? Yes.
Well, what the Minister of State for Finance, Chaudhary, has said, he has stated the facts about and the criteria which are laid down for the grant of special status. There are five criteria, and Bihar, if you see, technically Bihar only qualifies on two or three criteria. That the finances are in a bad shape. Number one. Number two, infrastructure. Bihar lacks infrastructure development and third is that it has, in some parts, it has a less population ratio. These three criteria where Bihar can say that we qualify. Now that the finance minister has said that the Bihar doesn't qualify into all these criteria, there are five laid out criteria for this, and Bihar doesn't qualify for it. Bihar has tried it earlier also. If you remember, in 2012, Nitish Kumar had made it a national issue, and Nitish has organized a big rally in Delhi, where when Sarab Jadhav was there, and the demand for a special status had gained momentum at that point of time. And Nitish was against the government's decline the then government declining this status. The UPA government then had formed a subcommittee under National Development Council, where the representatives of Bihar, including the officials and some senior politicians, they pleaded their case before that committee, and eventually it was not found. Bihar was not found fit for granting the special status category. Since then, this demand has been, the Janata Dal U especially has been raising this demand since then. After the Janata Dal U, the other political parties also, like Rashtriya Janata Dal, RJD led by Lalu Yadav, he also included it in his, election manifesto, election plan. BJP has always been, then BJP has supported it. Later on, the BJP was, BJP maintains a very studied silence kind of thing. Yes, Bihar should get it, but Bihar, the NDA government and the BJP, led by BJP, has granted some special, grant for Bihar. So, if not a special status, it should be given the special grant. So, BJP's stand is quite different. JDU is leading the path, and RJD is just following it. Now that the demand has been rejected by the center, in a written reply today in Lok Sabha, the government we have not received any official statement condemning or any reaction on that from the JDU so far. Maybe after some time you will get some reaction, but they have not reacted to it so far. Another consideration which I found and which I talked to some people of JDU, senior people of JDU, they are saying if not, fine, we are not qualified for the grant of a special status. In that case, the center should give us a big package. Now, coming to the big package, if you remember, the then Prime Ministerial candidate and the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, had announced a package of 1.50 lakh crore, of which some of the projects were given to Bihar, some of the projects were completed, but the entire money which the Bihar wanted has never come so far. So this continues, the demand still continues, and Bihar has this time also Bihar was after it supported the Narendra Modi government in 2024, and now they are saying we should get the special status, which I think the center is not willing to give because Bihar doesn't qualify for that. If I will tell you one thing, a special status category was introduced in 1969, and initially only three states were given. Under the fifth finance commission, it was constitution, and initially only three states were given. Later on, eight states were included. Out of those eight states, the last one was Telangana, which was included in 2014. But when and Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh got it. When Uttarakhand was created, the people of Jharkhand were also demanding, we have also been, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand were created almost simultaneously. So, so the Jharkhand people were also demanding that we should, and Jharkhand to some extent qualifies, barring the fact that it doesn't have an international border, it doesn't share any international border. Bihar shares international border with Nepal. It has less
No,
financial
that's
status is
right.
relatively
So
very low.
yeah, but that's right. But the government has been saying, and I'll come to Jayant on this, that government says that after the dissolution of the 14th, the 13th Finance Commission, there has been no special status which has been given to any state so far, and they treat the special states also like a general category state. Now, do you think the JDU's demand really stands where it is? Because in their national executive also, they had said that we'll continue to make these demands. So were these just hollow demands? They knew that it's going to meet the same consequence as it is today because the minister has said it on record that Bihar is not a fit case, to be categorized as the special category state. Let Jayant
Okay.
respond on this.
Despite all the consequences, this demand has its merit. And our party, RJD, has been demanding for the special status for the state for long. The party president Lalu Prasad and our leader Tejaswiji has reiterated it time and again. And this is a very genuine demand, and we don't need anyone's mercy. This is the right of Bihar. All of us know that Bihar has witnessed three separation, and it has impacted its health badly. Earlier, Bihar was separated from Bengal, then Odisha and Jharkhand got separated, and the whole Kosi region faced very disastrous flood in 2007. So Bihar is suffering from flood and drought time to time. So it needs very special care. There is regional imbalance also here. So be it Mithilanchal or Simanchal or Tirhut or Angikanchal or Shahabad, every region requires some special attention from the center. And if the center gives a special status, farmers will produce more, and Bihar has the potential to contribute to the national development in many ways. So we think that be it JDU or the RJD, we will continue to raise our voices before the center, knowing very well that it is very insensitive. And today, the response from the government is very unfortunate. Professor Jha said in the House very categorically that there should not be any room for any confusion between the demand for the special status and the special package.
So,
There
but
is no
where does the
conflict
politics, Jayant,
between the
what you're
two.
saying, Jayant, but where does the politics from here move on as far as JDU is concerned? Will this become a rallying point for JDU to break its alliance? Because they themselves said that this, of course, is not a precondition for the alliance to continue. So, how do you think that the politics from here on is going to continue? You also want a special status package. JDU also wants a special category status. Both of you want that. But if you are not getting it, if JDU is not getting it, so how do the things from here move on?
So this is the reality what today we all have witnessed. So now the ball is in the court of Nitish Kumar, and if this is the attitude of the center, he should rethink about his decision of supporting this government. He should immediately withdraw the support and come out from the government. And Bihar has already paid a heavy price because of the very dicey approach of Nitish Kumar, half wrong and half right. So either he should withdraw the support from the government or he should resign from his post because he is not capable of persuading the center to get what Bihar actually deserves. So this is what I have to say.
All right. So coming to Nitish Kumar, Javed, do you think that Nitish Kumar can take that chance of breaking his alliance with the NDA, coming out of the NDA alliance just on the basis of this particular demand? Do you think Nitish Kumar can do that?
Well, unlikely, at least in the immediate future. For, I mean, one can't say what will happen later because with Nitish Kumar, even Nitish can't predict what he's going to do after a couple of weeks. Given the state of affairs, Nitish is well on the way of becoming another Joe Biden. You know, he doesn't seem to be totally in control of what he says or what he does. And I say this with no disrespect. I've known him for several decades, and I wish him well. But it is what it is. The facts speak for themselves. I do not think that he has the political bandwidth to withdraw. He will hang on to the BJP or he will hang on to this alliance till at least the next Bihar assembly elections, and thereafter anything is possible. But for now, I don't see him jettisoning this alliance. He's burnt his political capital. He doesn't have, he's expended his political capital. He doesn't have that kind of bandwidth anymore.
Javed, as far as the Vidhan Sabha elections are concerned, 2025, Bihar is scheduled for its elections. Do you think that he can really rock the boat at that particular time and, join hands with Mahagathbandhan?
Can is pregnant with possibilities, and with Nitish Kumar, you can never discount anything. But having said that, I don't know. I don't really know because Nitish Kumar has now seems to have, put himself into a very tight corner. And there has to be some issue. There has to be an issue. What will he go to the people with? What issue is he going to take to the people with? This because a lot of what he has said has been exposed. So we need to watch very carefully. We need to watch this space very carefully in the weeks and months ahead on what he does and how this plays out. Because look, he's been conspicuous by his silence on most of these issues. The contentious issues. He's been
Right.
conspicuous by his silence. This issue, they raised it in the National Executive meeting, but this was not the only issue. This was one of the many issues,
Hmm.
and the vigor and the full throatedness with which they were raising these issues earlier is absent now. So he's
Right.
raising it, perhaps for the record. I don't think he will use this to pull out right now. Maybe once he decides, for whatever reason, if his political ambitions are not being fulfilled, uh, and he decides to move out, he may then cite this as also one of the reasons. But for now, I don't see it happening.
But Javed, don't you think that Nitish, in the process has stymied his stature much more? after making those kind of claims in the national executive, now if they don't protest, now whatever compulsions may be, but now if they don't raise their voice or they don't talk to the government straight, then then does his stature not fall further? I mean, for the kind of compromises he's made, and this was one of the key demands of JDU.
Yes, there's no doubt. There's no, not even an iota of doubt in my mind that Nitish Kumar diminished, stands diminished. Not just he was diminished even before what happened today. Nitish Kumar has
Yes.
compromised the kind of flip flops he's done. Even people who admired him now find it very difficult, even in private conversations, to defend what he's been doing. So therefore, this will further reduce whatever little prestige, credibility, stature that he has, and people will be looking to him to see on how he tries to wriggle out of this. In the past, he's managed to do certain things, but there comes a situation where you keep manipulating, and in the end, where you're left with very little leg room or elbow room to maneuver. I do believe that if he hasn't already reached that stage, he's very near that stage.
All right. So, Ashok, as you mentioned, that Bihar, according to the National Development Council's rules, doesn't fit into the special category status. So, what do you think? Can Nitish Kumar really go to the court for this? Because now there are several states which are asking for a special package or a special category status. And yesterday's all-party meeting also, we heard a lot of people talking about that kind of package. So, in the midst of a clamor like this, can Nitish Kumar go their extra mile of going to the court and asking for a package? Because this might, switch the heat on over BJP.
Party meeting, Nitish Kumar and other senior leaders had decided to raise this voice on the demand for the special status category. Number one. At the same time, another option was that the center should, if not special status, they should give us a special package. So Nitish Kumar always keeps his doors open. And I think in days to come, not immediately, but in days to come before the 2025 elections, Nitish Kumar has been doing it, and he may, if the center does not give him good package as required by it, he may go to the extent of once again joining hands with RJD, or maybe he may quit the NDA. And the indications are not that good at the present time. Also, many things have happened in the internal. If you talk to people, they will say no, Bihar has not been given. Like as I mentioned you, that Yogi diktat on the on the Muslim issue, Muslimness, display the Muslimness. These things Nitish Kumar will never tolerate, because he has been, I think, projected himself as a secular. His secular image, he is very conscious about it, and he will not compromise if that. Now that the Supreme Court has given some relief, but then Nitish Kumar was, and the Nitish party was quite critical about it. Similarly, in days to come, maybe some other issue triggers, and then Nitish will find a way to quit the NDA and go to. As
So
far
you
as
are.
the special status, yeah,
So are you pretty sure? Are you pretty sure that as soon as, I mean, when the elections are nearing, then in all likelihood Nitish will jump the ship once again?
if his demands are not met, it will. There are 2 points. If at that point if Nitish is not given the seats he wants, because last time in 2020 state assembly elections, both of them fought on equal number of seats, 110 each. I perhaps, if I remember. But then the LJP played the trick, and people say that the LJP played the trick because and BJP was in tacit understanding with the LJP to defeat, and the LJP has fielded candidates against him. So this time, if the situation is different and the LJP again does that, in that case, Nitish will not tolerate, and he will jump the ship, and he will join hands with any other party of his choice, maybe RJD, maybe Congress, maybe something else.
So Jayant, if Nitish is ready to jump the ship, join hands with Mahagathbandhan, so you'll gladly welcome him, I'm sure, or you would still have reservations about the fact that, oh, he went to NDA, so he must not join. I mean, will you have reservations about Nitish joining back the Mahagathbandhan?
Nitish Kumar, uh, so many times he switched. So this is very hypothetical question, and it will be very immature to comment on that. But there is a history attached
You
to
would not have
this very
reservations.
demand.
You would
Uh,
no. It's a premature situation or a premature question which I'm asking, surely. But you would not have reservations in accepting Nitish Kumar into your fold.
he has lost his credibility. There is no Iqbal left amongst the masses. Everyone is making fun of him, uh,
No, no,
and
that's
he is
Jayant,
responsible for
that's fine.
his
No, no,
fate.
Jayant, just hear me out. That's fine that he's lost his credibility. Nobody trusts him. But if he comes back to you or the Grand Alliance, the Grand Alliance in Bihar, and he says that he wants to come back, so will you accept him, or you'll say that no, we can't trust you? So sorry, I'm closing the doors. Will RJD, will Congress say this to him?
I remember the sentence of George Bernard Shaw. Once he said, uh, when you start striking in your thrilling voice, I like it, I admire it, I appreciate it, I love it, but I find very difficult to trust a single word you utter. So that is what I can say about Nitish Kumarji. And yes, Lalu Prasadji had to decide whether he will accept him or not. But I was telling you that once Atal Bihari Vajpayee came to Patna, and in the Gandhi Maidan, Rabriji, the then chief minister, demanded for the special status. Atalji agreed to give to a special grant. Nitish Kumarji went with him to see him off. And the moment he arrived the airport, Atalji's tone changed. And Nitish Kumarji succeeded to convince him that if you accept the demand of Rabriji, the credit would go to her. And then how would us people do politics in Bihar? So to stop Lalu Prasad and Rabri Devi, Atalji made many ministers from Bihar, be it George Fernandez or Sharad Yadav or Ramvilas Paswan or Nitish Kumar or Digvijay Singh or C.P. Thakur, Sahnawaz Hussain, Sanjay Paswan, Shatrughan Sinha, and many more. But they faced defeat after defeat, and this sort of politics was totally unacceptable, and Bihar had to suffer. So today, at least Nitish Kumar or Lalu Prasad or the leaders of India bloc uh, unanimously demand for the special status, and the masses are seeing what the center is doing with us. So I think Bihar should get its due, and the time will come for it.
Right. So, Javed, one question before we wind up the show. ED became a rallying point because of which all the opposition parties came together. You know that they were being exploited, they were being tortured by the ED. Now, do you see any probability of this demand for a special package or a special category status? Can this become a new rallying point for the opposition now that several states have come up with the demand? And now, of course, the reality is that states don't get their money, their dues from the center, their federal rights are being encroached. So, do you see this a demand for the special status or the special package becoming a new rallying point which can bring the opposition again together?
Look, it depends on how the opposition plays this. Right now, the this issue is undercooked. I mean, it's not top of the mind even as far as people go. You know, you have to have an issue which resonates with the people. So it depends on how the RJD, the Congress, the left, the rest of the opposition in Bihar plays this. You know, if you're going to focus only on look at Nitish Kumar. He spoke of caste census. He was the one who brought this issue up. He introduced it in Bihar and then is now conspicuous by his silence where this issue is concerned. Similarly, on this issue of special status. So it's now the onus will be, or if they want to make this an issue, the onus will be on the opposition and how they play. If they make it difficult, if this captures the popular imagination, it will then perforce force Nitish Kumar's hand. It will make Nitish Kumar will have to do something about it. He won't be able to just sit back and hope that other issues overwhelm this. So much will depend on how this plays out.
Right. No, but ultimately, Ashok, if I may come to you, that does this give advantage to Nitish Kumar because he still has a hammer in his hand with which he can beat the center or beat the BJP. That look, this is what I demanded and you didn't give me. So, so
Yes,
does Nitish Kumar seem to be in an advantageous position because of this now?
he is in an advantageous position, and advantageous in the sense that he can now bargain more if he remains in NDA. He can bargain more in coming days
Right.
and before the elections, before the state assembly elections. And one thing is very clear. Uh, RJD President Lalu Prasad Yadav today also demanded that Nitish Kumar should quit the NDA and come to us. This is what I think Lalu Prasad had said already. So in that case, Nitish will have a bargaining point in days to come. In he can bargain with Bihar if he gets something which is very substantial. Then only he can remain. But at the same time, he will have a major share in the seats, in the state assembly seats, at least half of it, which they have contested earlier. And if there is any problem in that, Nitish will have to look for some other options.
Right. So, the concluding remark to you, Jayant. So, what would you really say? Nitish is in an advantageous position, but be it RJD or BJ or even Congress, you can continue to allure Nitish Kumar on the basis of the special status package.
Certainly, Bihar should avail of his advantageous position, and this government won't survive. Uh, as Lalu Prasad had already said that in the month of August, we will see its
Yes.
fate. So I think this will fall out of its contradictions, and we
Okay.
have
And you say,
started
uh,
seeing this.
and you continue to stay on with what Lalu Yadav said that this government will fall in all probabilities in August.
Yes, Naumidi kufr hai. We have heard this since our childhood. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the better future of the country.
All right. So Nitish Kumar is a man of surprises. We don't know what he does at the 11th hour. So lots to look
Very
forward to.
unpredictable sort of
Yes.
politician he is.
So thank you so much, Javed Ashok ji, Jayant. It was wonderful having both all of you on the program. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this discussion: subscribe to our channel, send us a feedback, and stay tuned to the Federal.